You're right, guys. Welcome to Football and Fitness United. My name's James. Full-time in Cyprus, Omonia Nicosia 2, Manchester United 3. Left it late, but got the win. I'm here with Tone. First of all, how you doing, mate?
Very good. How about yourself?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Much better than I was at halftime, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So, let's get into the game. Let's start breaking it down. First half, what were your thoughts, mate?
I watched a glimpse of it. So I did watch it on my phone whilst I was at work. So I was working a bit late this evening. So I did
Hopefully
have
no
it
one
on.
watches this in work.
Yeah. So I was watching it and I did think, to be fair, they had that one chance. They took it. Fair play to them. They really turned up for the occasion. I did. Who was the manager? Now for Neil Lennon. I couldn't believe he was managing them. I was thinking, man's gone for a holiday. Yeah. Fair play.
Turned up for a team in green and white, thinking he was still at Celtic.
Yeah, and they have the hoops and everything, and fair play to him. They turned up for the occasion. The goalkeeper first half, I watched a couple of. He was magnificent. I've got to say, I know Paul Scholes said it after the game, but I felt he had a very good game. First half, Sancho hot and cold. A few little mistakes here and there, but like I said, second half, Ten Hag made the changes that he needed to, and his substitutes worked the wonders that they needed to get us the 3 points.
So let's talk about Ten Hag then. Selection, first of all, went with a really, really strong selection today. Do you think he got that right, and do you think he got the substitutes right as well?
I mean, he picked the best players he possibly could for that game. I think it'd have been naive to have gone. I know people going, "Oh, he should have started, but he should have played Palestri, Garnacho." Some of them players. I understand where people Iqbal players like that, and I understand that people want them to play because they're very much on the forefront of United fans' minds for the future. But this is a competition. United could realistically have a good chance of winning. And I think he'd be an idiot not to go for it full pelt. I'd like to have seen Dubravka get a game or Heaton in goal, maybe give them a try. Not that De Gea did anything really wrong in any games in the last few weeks. I just think it'd have been nice to have seen another option. Casemiro getting the minutes that he needs, I think, was a really good thing for him as well. And like I said, second half, it was night and day. Just the clinicalness of the chances we had from Martial and Rashford was just on a really good level, to be fair for him.
Yeah, so before we come on to Martial and Rashford, talk to me about Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, we could be here till November and he wouldn't have scored, right?
Like I said to one of my friends, he could have been there till Christmas. I don't think he'd have scored tonight. I just think he could have had a 1 yard tap in, and I think he'd have found somewhere.
He basically did. Like he missed an open net.
Honestly, I was saying, if we'd have drew that game or even lost that game, and that Ronaldo chance would have been beyond belief. I think Ronaldo still has a lot to offer United. I know a lot of people seem to think he's finished, and I do understand he has lost that yard of pace and a bit of that precision that he once had, but he still has a lot to offer. And this season, especially, we're going to need that going forward. We're going to need that option later on this season where we need an attacking option. And who better else than to have than Ronaldo, one of the greatest players of all time, 699 career goals. I know people go, "Oh, he's finished," and I understand he's not the player he once was. I get that. That's fine. That comes with age. Everyone can't be perfect for the rest of their lives, But I'm hoping that he gets a few goals. I've seen people say he's going to start against Everton. I don't see it happening personally.
No, I don't, especially with the performance of Rashford and Martial when they came on. But the thing about Ronaldo is, like you said, I agree. We need him for the season. It's a long season. We're going to be in, 4 competitions? Like, we need Cristiano Ronaldo. But the thing is about him tonight, it was a very un-Ronaldo-like performance because the criticism of Ronaldo is he gets goals, but he doesn't really contribute much to the all-round team in the game. I thought his all-round game was good today. I thought his link-up play was good. I thought his energy was good. I thought his passing was good. His movement was good. It's just there was 2 positive magnets, one in the ball and one in the net, and they were he just was not scoring.
It was just one of them days for him. My friend, he texted me when Ronaldo missed that chance, and then afterwards he texted me straight after going when he assisted Rashford. He went, "That was a mishit shot,"
Yeah.
And I was trying. And I was just there, like, I'd like to believe that was a genuine assist, but it wouldn't surprise me if he genuinely misshot that and he just looked into Rashford's foot for the third goal.
that was as genuine as an assist as Ronaldinho's lob was over David Seaman or Robinson, whoever against England.
Yeah, it was Seaman.
It was that, yeah, it was that level of genuineness or whatever. So let's move on to someone a bit more clinical that got 2 goals. Talk to me about Marcus Rashford's impact from the bench.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy for him because he was woeful on Sunday. If I'm being honest, for his level and how I believe he can be for us, I don't think he showed up on Sunday. I don't think really anyone showed up on Sunday, if I'm being honest. But he was one player that I thought really didn't get into the game as much as I wanted him to. Maybe because of Man City's brilliance on Sunday, and maybe a bit of his own lack of self-belief in that game. But I know people go, "Oh, it's only this team that we play tonight." I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of it, Omnia. But I thought, he came on the pitch, he did the job, and to be fair, well taken goals as well. That first goal was a beautiful finish against a very good goalkeeper today. Like he had a very good game, that keeper, and he had an impact, and that's what he was brought on to do. And I think for Sunday, he's definitely in with a shout of starting. I think he will start on Sunday after tonight.
I think he has to be honest. So speaking of players that have an impact, let's talk about Anthony Martial as well. Came on in the second half, another goal. And how important is he for the rest of the season?
Ballon d'Or Martial is back. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I just love watching him play. I love Martial. I know people say I'm an idiot for thinking he's as good as I think he is, but there's something about him every time he comes on the pitch where I think he's going to impact something or do something. And he's been like that since Ten Hag's joined. I think he's the quintessential player that Ten Hag wants. He wants him fit every single game. Obviously, right now it's about managing his minutes, managing his comeback. I think he will start on Sunday. I'd like to see him start, but I don't think he's got enough in him for the 90 minutes thus far.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do we both agree that Martial's biggest weakness is his availability, right? That's the thing.
It's the same with Varane. If Varane was fit every game, he'd play every game. But the thing is, he's not. They're very fragile. Not fragile, but they're very vulnerable to injuries, like little knocks that seem to take a little while longer for them than it does for others. I'm hoping Varane's injury isn't very long because I watched Lindelof today and he was so off it. He was so off it. And I like Lindelof a lot. Like I really do rate him. Well, I did rate him. I just think maybe I'm being cynical because he hasn't had the minutes he really needs to have to justify his ability as such. But he cost us the second goal today. And
I think what we're seeing, and we saw it from the Sociedad game, right, is the drop-off from our first 11 to our backup team is not good enough. It's not strong enough. So you can understand Ten Hag's selection tonight because we needed to win. Sociedad won tonight, so what, they're on 9 points. I found out tonight that second place doesn't go through. They have to play off.
Yeah.
So basically, we're in for either a playoff or a crucial showdown game in Sociedad, which is game 6, isn't it? So yeah, it's going to be really, really hard, man. Like, we need to win every game in the Europa League. All this Thursday, Sunday football, we need a squad. And I think that second string of players need to get up to speed quite quickly in this Ten Hag system because we're going to need them to win some games.
Absolutely. I think it's showing that he's the reasons why he's starting De Gea, why he's starting Fernandes, why he's starting Anthony in all these games. Even though right now, I personally think, like I said, Europa League is our best chance of winning the trophy this season. Man City aren't in it, I mean, so I guess we've got a really good chance. But the playoff, playing one of the bottom 3 teams in the Champions League, there's some good teams that are going to be coming out of that. AC Milan, Liverpool, maybe Barcelona, all them. You know what I mean? And not to say that I don't think we'd have a chance against them. I think we definitely would. But I said I'd rather not play them than have to play them.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. So gonna finish just before we do. And we've got Everton on Sunday. I don't want to do a whole preview because I'm sure I'll get you involved around that game. But
sure.
In terms of, do you think the starting 11 will be the same as tonight, or do you think there'll be any changes?
I think Casemiro will start on Sunday. I think the City game kind of solidified because a lot of people talked to me before the game and they said Ten Hag should have started Casemiro, and I disagree with that. I thought McTominay's had a good run of games, and I think to drop him from that would send a bad precedent to the team. It's there like you're getting dropped because of the name value and not because of how well you've been playing. And McTominay had a great couple of weeks, and I won't deny that. And I've been a big critic of him in the past. But I think Casemiro 100% starts on Sunday. I think Eriksen, Fernandes start. I think Anthony starts in right wing, obviously. Left wing, I think Rashford starts, and I think Martial starts up front. I think the back five at the moment kind of speaks for itself. Lindelof, Martinez. Oh, sure. I think we'll start left back on Sunday, and Dallo at right back.
I think we almost completely agree. I agree Luke Shaw will start. I agree it'll be not Sancho, Anthony, Rashford and Martial, but we disagree on the Casemiro and McTominay thing. I don't think Casemiro did enough tonight. I think McTominay will get his place back, but could well be wrong. There's certain things that Casemiro does well that McTominay doesn't, and vice versa. I think they have.
Yeah, absolutely.
The simple stuff that McTominay does really well, I don't think Casemiro did well tonight, but the creativity and the vision and the ability to just have vision of everything around you on a football pitch and play that kind of pass, Casemiro has that McTominay doesn't. So yeah, it'd be an interesting one, but cheers for your time, Tone. As it says below, please like the video, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, all helps build the channel. But yeah, cheers for coming on. This has been Football and Fitness United. I've been James, he's been Tone, and we'll see you again. Cheers. Cheers.